Warning: the following program is intended for a mature audience. It may contain language or opinions that are not suitable for some listeners.
This week on the show, YouTube has started removing a new kind of video, and we'll fill you in on that. A motorist in trouble in California became rather creative in getting back on the road, and a new and interesting product is coming back from Chernobyl. It is August 25th, 2019. It is the 2 Cent Show. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the 2 Cent Show. It's To the Ranting Gryphon here for you, and also Featherhoof is with. Hi Featherhoof, how you doing? How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastical.
Do you okay, I'm just gonna leave this to you. At first I thought it was a little weird, but you always do these intros that sound like they're coming from somebody who is partially brain damaged, and that's fine. That is fine. I think maybe that might just be one of your things. You know, it's just like, yep, that's him. That's what he does. So that's what we're gonna do. But
well, that's something I've always been trying to hide. I did not want anyone to know, but apparently I wasn't hiding it very well.
Well, it's okay. Well, how was your week? How are you doing this week so far?
My week has been pretty good. It's been awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's some work shit. Work's been kind of. It's like, hey, guess what we're gonna do? Just to make sure you're doing all your work, we're gonna not only give you a list of things to do, but an estimated time at which we think they should be completed.
Work is eating your asshole. That's what. Wouldn't that be a great thing to just be able to go up and just say to your boss? You know, I mean, just your boss is there. It's like, how's your week going? Work's eating my asshole. Wouldn't it be great if you could just say that? and your boss goes, okay, and then walks out of the room. That would be great. I think that would be awesome.
I bet if I said that to my lead of my department, he probably would. He'd be like, okay. Just walk away.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, hey, I've got some interesting news, and I told you guys, you know this, we don't generally devolve, and I say devolve on purpose, into the normal standard news that you get. However, there's something that's happened this week that I want to report. Everybody, well, not everybody, some people don't know this, but everybody's heard the news about the rainforest, the Amazon rainforest burning down. And the news is all out about it. They're, oh my God, and it's generating all the oxygen and we're gonna die, and it's all this stuff. Well, there was a report from, I believe, the New York Times, I think it was. Okay. That actually showed that this is fake news. Well, it's not fake news. It's news that happens all the time. They showed the actual burn pattern every single year back to the year 2000. It's the same. Okay. It's the same every year. It always is. It's what happens, and they've shown satellite photos of this, and they've shown that a lot of it is soy farmers who are burning down their old weeds and crops and things so they can plant new soybeans. And so now the news is like, okay, well, there's all these people that are crazy about, environmentalism right now. Let's pump them all up. Let's get some fear going, and let's spread this news around for the first time that the Amazon rainforests are burning, which they burn every year. So, for anybody out there, and I know that nobody wants the Amazon rainforest to burn down. Nobody wants us to have no air. Nobody wants that. Whether you're left or right or center, nobody wants that. So, listen, just take it from me. Look it up. It's a hoax. It's a kind of a hoax news story, because even though it's actually happening, it happens every year, and it's happened every year as far as we know. And
so, like the birds.
Yeah,
the birds fell. Like all those birds dropped dead like a decade ago, and people were all like, "Oh my God, is it the end times?" And then people did studies and went, "Oh no, this has happened many times before."
Exactly. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's the news felt that they could capitalize on people's emotions, which they're doing very much lately. And decided that, oh my God, we're going to report that the rainforest is burning. And because, hey, we haven't put that out yet. So they report that the rainforest is on fire. And now everybody's panicking, even though it catches fire every year. Every year. So it's not really valid news. It really isn't. So don't be too alarmed. People out there are like, oh my gosh, the rainforests are burning down and now we're gonna die now. No, you're not gonna die. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. I will give you CPR. It's great. But no, we're gonna be good.
They have to keep fire on the news at all times. California is not burning down currently, so they needed some other fire news to keep track of.
I guess that's what they're doing. They're really trying. They know that there's a lot of people out there who are very, very emotionally invested right now in Amazon. G7's going on. There's a lot of things going on right now. And now there are protesters out there waving signs and talking about the rainforest burning down. And it's not new. It's not a new thing. It's done it every year for as far back as we've kept records. So it's not something that's new. It's just something that the news has never reported. And now they are like it's a new thing, but it's not. It's not a new thing.
Maybe after we're done here, I'm going to have to go look that up for myself, like a responsible citizen should do.
I think everybody should do that. I think everybody should do that indeed. Because, I mean, don't trust me. I'm a lot of this I'm reading from, the news headlines and stuff like that. Some of these things could be wrong. And I'm reading it off the screen. So if it's wrong and you want to find out for yourself, go look it up and go double check it. That's fine. But
if Bird is wrong, make sure you call him out loudly in the comments below.
Yes, please do. And I will have a response for you. I may have a response for you, depending on how nice you are. But anyway, I say that we should head on into the world news.
Please, bring in the world news.
Okay, we got a little news story for you here. YouTube has removed videos of robots fighting, citing animal cruelty. Animal cruelty. The video's removals raises some intriguing questions about YouTube's automated takedown process. YouTube has been taking down videos of robots fighting, mistaking them for videos that show deliberate infliction of animal suffering.
What the fuck?
I know. I'm going to continue on with this, but for those of you guys out there who don't know what it's like to run a YouTube channel or to make YouTube videos, this is what we have to put up with all the time. You have to put up with this every single day. You have to become an entertainment lawyer. It seems like you had something you wanted to say. What were you going to say?
I know what it is. If it's YouTube's automated shit that's flagging that,
yeah,
it's a robot who's offended about seeing other robots being forced to fight other robots.
That's got to be it. It's a Russian bot.
There we go.
It's a Russian bot. A Russian bot who is got it. You nailed it. Nailed it right there. The removals were first noticed by YouTube Maker's Muse and affected a number of channels run by contenders on the TV show BattleBots, a robot fighting series. Which
is awesome.
Sarah Poherky.
Oh, imagine living life with that kind of name.
Sarah Pony, who had multiple videos removed, told Motherboard from YouTube that 10 to 15 other contestants had been affected. They received emails from YouTube stating that the videos of animals being forced to fight are not permitted on the site. YouTube says it has since restated the videos and notes that people that can challenge the decisions when their content is removed from the site. YouTube has come in for a lot of criticism over the presence of violent videos or hate speech on the site, and there's evidence its recommendation engine has helped push people towards radicalizing content. it's under pressure to ramp up moderate efforts, but at the same time, if it relies too heavily on automated video removals, it risks upsetting the very people it relies on for its livelihood, which is channels own owners themselves. And I want to make a note here because I find it funny. Right now, YouTube is being sued by this, I don't want to call it a gang, this group of LGBT people. Because
are they?
Yeah, they are. They're saying that their videos have been removed. They've been, demonetized for no reason. But here's the problem. This is the chickens coming home to roost. This is, and I want to make this clear. There have been people that have been saying this for a long time, that, hey, you're going to do this. You're going to try and, censor people. The chickens are going to come home to roost.
Yes.
And what happened was, well, the LGBTQ crowd, they didn't like it when there were some people out there that were, putting up videos that were like criticizing them. They didn't like that. Yeah. So they all got together and they said, YouTube, take this shit, take it and stuff it up your ass and don't ever do it because we're the don't do it. Maybe I should have done that more again. YouTube, take this down. Oh my God, we're going to. Oh my gosh, goodness, it hurts my feelings. Pardon me. And so YouTube put something in their algorithm now that when you put the word homosexual or gay or transgender in a title, it takes it down. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if you're for or against it. It takes it down because people said, we don't want this hate speech, so please take these down. So now they take it all down. It doesn't matter if you're there for good or for bad. They take it all down. And now those same LGBTQ people are suing YouTube for taking them down. And it's like you guys, come on. It's the, like I said, it's the chickens coming home to roost. They're just
That's like somebody begging for Mommy, Daddy, I want this toy, Mommy, Daddy, I want this toy. And then they get the toy and the child then turns around and goes, fuck you, Mommy and Daddy, for buying me this toy.
Exactly. They wanted this stuff taken down so that they couldn't have any hate speech against them. But they also want it to be selective, and I guess they don't understand that. What is it? Isn't it something like how many videos get uploaded to YouTube every minute? Isn't it like 1 million or something?
It's some stupid high number.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember reading it, but I can't remember what that number was. It was just ridiculously high.
There's this totally horrendous number of minutes of video that are uploaded to YouTube every minute. There is no way. They would have to hire everybody in the United States to actually watch videos all the time to be able to look after that. They can't do it. There's not a way they can do it. So they've got to make a programming that can actually look at it and go, okay, that's not right. We're going to play it on the realm of safety and we're going to take it away. So when somebody writes up, when somebody puts on a video that says, I just found out I'm gay and I accept it. Well, you just said the word gay, and LGBTQ, they were saying, hey, we don't want this hateful content. So you get the YouTube computer there, and it's going, oh well, we can't have that because it says gay. So, and I've had it. I know. Oh, what's her name? Sarah. What the hell's her name? The CEO of YouTube. And she was just recently on a video that said, no, we don't take videos down based on the titles. And I can tell you that's total bullshit. That's absolute lying bullshit. Either that, she just doesn't know it. Because I've put up videos that have said, something like where videos of my, a gaming video. And I'll put it in sewer of death. and I'll put it up. Now, in like 30 seconds, it's demonetized. Demonetized. Totally.
Well, I think she's playing with linguistics here, because technically it wasn't taken down.
It wasn't taken down. But then I turned around and said, and I retitled it, Sewer of Doom. And in about 3 minutes, it's not demonetized anymore. It just it goes. Now, don't tell me that somebody at YouTube is so thrilled with my fucking videos that they're watching them all the time, every minute, to find out if I'm, saying something that's right or wrong, because they're not. That's not what's happening. That's not what's going on. And that's what YouTubers have to face all the time now. It's just a thing that we have to do. It's kind of unfortunate.
Maybe you monetized YouTubers, but us free YouTubers don't have to deal with that.
Well, I will tell you one thing.
We just have to deal with companies that are, have a bug up their ass who want to find anybody who's used their content or anything that sounds like their content. That's all.
I will tell you that well, in a way you're wrong, because not one episode of 2 Cents does not get demonetized. They all get demonetized. All of them. And there's no way. There's nothing I can do. I don't even try anymore, because there's nothing that I can do that's going to actually change that. They're going to demonetize the shit, and that's just going to be the way it is.
Well, maybe we should get all you fans out there, because apparently you bitch enough at them and they'll you get your way. Just all the fans out there, go bitch at YouTube and get the shit monetized.
Actually, well, I would say just go to my Patreon, but that's me. I'm gonna advertise myself a little bit. Go to Hoofy's Patreon too. We both have them. They're good.
Patreon.com/Hoof_gaming.
Patreon.com/RantingGryphon. There we go.
Mine's better.
Mine's better.
Mine's better. Mine's underscore in it.
Mine's better than yours. Yeah.
No, mine's better than yours.
No. Anyway, moving on. Animal researchers in Britain said a couple were shocked to find a 3-foot python slithering around their 5-month-old daughter's nursery.
Aww.
Now, wait a minute. This gets to something. The RSPCA said that Tadworth, Surrey, a couple spotted the python exiting their daughter's room earlier this month and heading down the stairs. First of all, for people who don't think that snakes, there are people that are like, oh, you have stairs. There's no way you can get upstairs. Fuck you. No, snakes can get up the stairs. In fact, they don't have a problem with that at all. The baby's father called his brother, as well as the RSPCA and local police, and the girl's uncle was able to arrive at the home in time to corral the snake. And oh my God, they just called everybody in town and take it to a friend for safe storage in a terrarium until it could be collected by rescuers.
At which time they called the local pastor to then bless the fucking snake.
The young royal python, and by the way, if you don't know what a royal python is, that's another name for a ball python. That's another name for a noodle. That is a noodle. And I saw a picture. They had a little picture. The thing is like half the size of Noodle. It's a tiny little snake. And this is a quote. The young royal python was very friendly, so I was sure he escaped a pet from a nearby home. So I took him into our care, but thankfully we were able to find his owner and return him. RSPCA Animal Collection Officer Lewis Horton said, it turns out he was called Gozer the Gozerian.
Yes! Choose the form of your destructor.
Yes, and he belonged to the family's neighbor. He'd been missing since May, so it was very nice to see him return home, he said. Now, I found this so interesting because the little picture of the snake, this is such... People don't understand snakes. People really don't understand snakes. And I wish they did. I wish they understood them more, because ball pythons are the these kindest little snakes that you have ever met in your life. They don't want to bite anything. They don't want any trouble whatsoever. And here it is, a snake that's roaming around the house. And people, what are they called his brother, the RSPCA, the local police, and the girl's uncle. They called everybody over to the house because there's a ball python in the house. And I'm thinking, dude, just call me. I had to pick the thing up and just went, thanks, and brought it out of the house. It's not a big deal. But
one day a frog's gonna hop in their front door and they're gonna call the firefighters, the local news,
I guess,
and maybe an ambulance or two.
I don't know. I don't know. I wanted kind of a sort of a heart-friendly story here, but the fact is that if you don't know about snakes, if you don't know, what you're looking at when you see a snake, it's best to stay away from it. It's good not to go near it. It's good not to pick it up. I mean, the number of venomous snakes in the world is very, very small compared to the number of non-venomous snakes in the world. But still, if you see a snake, it's generally good not to go up to it, not to mess with it. If you're familiar with them, then you're okay with it. But yeah, it's good not to mess with them.
I have a question. A snake question.
Okay.
I know how some there's at least at least one snake breed I know of that looks like a venomous snake but isn't. Yeah, and it's that's its defense mechanism is to look like the scary venomous snake.
Yeah.
Is there a snake like the ball python that you could mistake for a ball python?
Yeah.
But it's actually a dangerous
yes.
shit you shouldn't touch?
Yes, there is, and that's a ball python. And I know that sounds weird, but the strange thing about ball pythons is that they are very, very easy to breed their scales and their patterns into different looking things. As a matter of fact, there's I don't know if I showed you these. Maybe I'll show it to you after the show. But there's a stormtrooper ball python where they made one look like a stormtrooper. There's one that has smiley faces, little emoji smiley faces.
No way.
Yeah. They just bred it into it, so you can do that. And if you're really, if you're really an asshole, then you can actually breed a ball python that looks exactly like a rattlesnake.
Oh.
But it's not a rattlesnake, it's just a ball python. So it's you got to be kind of careful of this stuff, because
yeah.
You never really know. I mean, if you see a snake and it looks like a rattlesnake, you have to look at its head because the jaws on a ball python are they're far more extended than on a normal or on a rattlesnake are far more extended than on a ball python. So that's that's one thing you could look at. But if you're not sure, then calling somebody is a good idea.
Side of caution.
Yeah, calling somebody is good. But if you do have a ball python running around in your house, just call me. Just call me. Call me and I'll pick it up and be like, all right. And the thing will probably give me a little kiss and say thank you for picking me up, and then I will take it out of your house. They're really easy snakes to get out of your house if you don't want them. But anyway, let's move on. This is a interesting one. California cops say a case of creative car repair left them flat once they determined a man was a no MacGyver. This is a really weird sentence.
What?
I'm gonna back this up.
Please.
Because, California cops say a case of a creative car repair left them flat once they determined the man was no MacGyver-like mechanic, but actually a drug-fueled novice trying to implement a half-baked fix.
Oh, I get it, because they actually tried to shove 3 puns into a sentence.
I think they tried to. Anyway, police in the Golden State arrested the man late Tuesday morning after initially finding him trying to fix a pair of flat tires with Band-Aids and gauze.
Oh my god. No fucking way.
The Band-Aids and gauze. The Mission Viejo police are... Oh, wow! Mission Viejo! Holy crap,
Really?
I lived right next to... When I lived in California, I lived right next to Mission Viejo. I was like right next to it.
Maybe you know this dumbass.
I don't know. I hope I don't. The services with the Orange County Sheriff's Department were dispatched to Bar Bandes and Felipe Road around 6 a.m. after receiving reports of a suspicious man in the area. Police say the suspect was arrested for being under the influence of drugs and booked into jail. His identity was not released. So now, I don't know. I don't know about any of you other guys out there, but and I don't recommend this. Okay, I'm not saying that I recommend you take drugs. I'm saying that you should stay away from drugs. You should not do drugs, and you should never ever go near them. Having said that, you should go try drugs because if you haven't yet, this makes a lot of sense to a person who has done drugs before. Because if you're hyped up on drugs and you suddenly have 2 flat tires in your car, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna go, dude, my car is hurt. What can I do? I have Band-Aids. I'm gonna put Band-Aids on it and that'll fix it. You can actually have those thoughts while you're on drugs. You can really actually do that. And then of course, unfortunately it won't work and you get picked up by the police and thrown in jail. But no, you can have these strange thoughts when you're on drugs.
I don't know, man. I mean, I admit I've never done the drugs yet. Keyword yet.
Oh God.
Hey, I've said before, I want as many experiences in my life as possible. And once I don't have to worry about 90 years in jail, then maybe I'll go try them. But before then, there's no way I can even fathom anyone being dumb enough to think that Band-Aids are strong enough to hold air in a tire.
Well, I'm imagining that this person probably wasn't thinking of holding air in a tire. He was probably thinking his car was injured and he wanted to fix it. He wanted to help it. So he's gonna put Band-Aids in it. He also used gauze, which he had Band-Aids and gauze. And so he's trying to fix his car with Band-Aids and gauze. Like, it's okay, you'll be better. I'll fix you.
Oh my God!
I'm imagining that's probably what he was thinking. But
was he gonna put an ice pack on his hood when he was done?
He might have. I don't know. But he got picked up by the police. So he probably went to jail for a night until the drugs wore off, and now he knows. Oh damn, my tires are flat. What was I doing? So either way, a little bit of an interesting thing there. We have one final story for you before we go to WTF Theater. And this is interesting. Scientists create drinkable vodka from Chernobyl water and grain. Now, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that there for a second because, it's like, what? Huh? Let me go on with the story. A group of scientists announced that they have created vodka from ingredients found inside the Chernobyl exclusion zone and verified that it is safe to drink.
Oh, really?
Atomic vodka, that's what they've called it. Atomic with a K on the end.
Oh my God. Oh, of course it is.
Of course it is. Was created by University of Portsmouth scientists. Portsmouth? Yeah. From grain and water from inside the exclusion zone as part of a 3-year research project into the radioactivity of crops grown inside the 19-mile radius around the Chernobyl nuclear plant, which experienced a reactor explosion in 1986. 30 years on, after the incident, this is a quote, was that in the area the crops were slightly above the very cautious Ukrainian limit for consumption, so technically you can't eat those crops. But we thought, well, we've got some grain. Why don't we try making a vodka? Project leader Jim Smith said.
Why not?
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like, we got grain. We can't eat it. Let's make it into booze. So that's what they did. Smith's team found distilling the vodka reduced the radioactive contamination to an indetectable level, making it safe to drink. He said the newly found Chernobyl Spirit Company will soon be selling atomic vodka, with 75% of the profits going to communities affected by the disaster. The vodka will be the first consumer product from the exclusion zone since the disaster. Now, first of all, I've got to say, isn't it awesome that turning grain into booze takes the radioactivity out of it? It makes it more safe to turn grain into booze.
I don't know how, but apparently
somehow that works.
I love the fact that the priority of these people was like, okay, we can make safe drinkable water from this, or safe drinkable food, safe anything else that is a little more beneficial. No. Our first priority is vodka.
We're gonna make vodka. Well, and I'm fine with that, especially since, and I applaud them for this, 75% of the profits are going to the communities affected in the disaster.
Absolutely,
which
yes.
I really think, because I don't know, I've seen a lot of documentaries on this, I've read up on a lot of it, and they were just told, okay, pack up a suitcase, here's a bus, you're getting out. And that was it. They were gone. And they've never been able to come back. So, yeah, I kind of understand that, they do need some funding for this. But I find it funny that, people were saying that, another 99 years it's going to be irradiated and it's going to be blah. There are a lot of people that are saying, maybe we don't really know everything about, radiation that we thought we did, because this place is actually turning safe again after just, few decades, so.
Like 30 years, 33 years.
About 30 years, yeah. So, who knows?
So now we know what we gotta do. Just dump a shit ton of grain on it.
Well, and there are animals. Yeah, dump grain on it and then turn it into vodka. There are animals still roaming around. There are the wild hogs, there are wild wolves, there are dogs and cats and things that we normally see everywhere, and they're wandering around this place, and they're fine. They've been around there ever since. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. And people are like, wait a minute, maybe it's okay. I don't know. So, maybe they could use it for study. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, now I'm wondering, because it's less irradiated. It didn't say there was no radiation in this vodka. It said it was less irradiated.
Actually, okay.
Now I want to drink it by the case and see if I get superpowers from it.
Now, wait a minute. Oh, well, that would be awesome. That would be totally awesome. They said that, actually, wait, where is it? Okay. Well, come on.
You can do it.
I'm looking for it. Yes. Smith's team found distilling the vodka reduced the radioactive contamination to an undetectable level.
That doesn't mean it's gone. It's just undetectable.
It's just, well, undetectable is probably less than our water, So I'm thinking...
But it's still there.
Still
a chance for a mutation that will give me a superpower, damn it.
You might be able to drink it, and your balls get really big. You might be able to drink it, and you get huge balls. And it's like, boom. And now you gotta walk around and like, I can't help it. Here's my balls. They're everywhere, going to swing them around. Oh, did I just hit that child in the face with my balls? I'm sorry. Can't help it. I have a disability. Oh, sorry. Oh, did I just splort all over everything? I can't help it. Please let me continue to shop around in the mall, because I can't do anything else, so. No, I don't know.
Ew. That'd be smelly.
When this comes out, I want to get me some. And if I get me some, of this, if I can get me some of this atomic vodka, I'll drink it on the show.
Ooh.
I will drink it on the show, and I'll tell you what it's like. But for the time being, we need to get to WTF Theater.
For the sake of balls, we must consult the theater.
Right, let's go to picture number 1 here. There we go. Well, okay.
Well, that was the end of that.
I don't know why they needed to point that out. I mean, it's kind of, well, maybe some legal reason, but yeah, whatever. That's, it's not some, you're just not gonna walk off that and go, oops, I didn't know the sidewalk would end. My face is dumb. You wouldn't do that. I mean, hopefully.
How could you not know?
I don't know how you could not know.
What? I mean, I've heard of people like running into shit because they'll be walking down the road and like, be on their phone and completely oblivious and just fall off into traffic. But I mean, you'd have to be an oblivious motherfucker not to see that sidewalk's coming to an end.
Well, okay, if you're gonna do the sidewalk thing where you're walking down looking at your phone, then all you're gonna do is you're just gonna smash face first into the goddamn sign now. That's all you're gonna fucking do. It's just gonna hurt you worse. So yeah, it's that, I don't know. Either way, next picture.
What the fuck? Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah, you know what that is, right?
Yeah. I want that. I want that now. Oh my god, I want that.
I mean, why not? It's like, why not have the car covered in poop? It did happen in the movie.
Yeah.
Why not?
It makes me wonder if there's like a little Biff Tannen in there.
Is the poop removable? Can you take the poop off and put it on like a Barbie doll or something? That would be really cool. Oh man.
I want that now. That's amazing, actually.
Wait, is that? That's Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
That's a Hot Wheels.
That's
really?
Officially. Yeah.
Whoa.
That is an official Hot Wheels product.
Holy crap.
That's badass.
That is really cool, man. Huh. Okay,
I want it.
Let's go to the next one. If I find it, I'll give it to you. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Well,
baby got back.
There we go. And we got, baby got some back right in our face. Actually, those look like 2 very well garden-grown tomatoes, which, by the way, taste totally different from store-grown tomatoes.
What?
They do. Oh, they taste totally different.
Well, let me just get my hands on these ones right here to
exactly.
Let me just figure that out.
I'm telling you for sure. If you bit into those, if you bit into that, it would taste totally different than if you bit into them at the store. So if you just bite into those, it's gonna be a totally different experience. I'm telling you, it would.
She's turning into the vegetable gremlin from Gremlins 2.
Oh my God! Don't feed her after midnight.
Oh shit!
Oh God! Then it'll turn into squash. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one. Now, okay. I have no idea why this is the way it is, but I'll tell you what. I like the happy flower dinosaur. I like him. I like him better than the gun dinosaur. I really do. I like happy dinosaurs. Happy dinosaurs with flowers are amazing. I mean,
no.
So
I
I'm
have
fine
to
with
wonder. In this community, do they have a problem with T-Rexes going down their streets with guns? Is this a regular problem they have?
I have no idea.
T-Rex gangs shooting each other up?
No idea, but I would like that sign on my house. I don't think it would make any sense on my house, but I still want it on my house. All right. Next picture.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey. I like this bar. Bar opens at 8. It's always 8. I like it.
Now, which 8? Is that 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.?
Doesn't matter. It's all 8. Means what time is it?
8 is great.
What time is it? 8 o'clock? Bar's open. That's all I need to know. I'd be like, I'm gonna walk in and be like, give me an 8. What kind of 8 do you want? The 8 kind of 8? All right. And then give me an 8. And I'm good for that. That's great.
Is that actually a drink?
I don't think it is. I could make one though.
There you go.
Next picture. Oh God.
Yes!
Is that real?
Yes!
Is that even real? Okay.
If it's not, someone's a really good Photoshopper.
That should be real. That just should be real. I mean,
I hope and pray and want to believe that that's real.
I would like to as well. That's just too much. I mean, there's no more truth in advertising that I have ever seen in my fucking life than that poster right there. That is just amazing. I love it. Oh, man.
You know, we need more honesty in the world. I mean, this is a good start.
I think
This is
so.
absolutely a good start.
I agree totally. I totally agree. Let's go to the next one. Do we have Yetis crossing the street here? What is this?
Yeti with like sloth hands?
I don't know. He looks like that guy falling out the window at the end of RoboCop. He's like,
does.
it's just that it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. Oh well,
I'm. What? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
No, it's the T-1000.
Maybe so.
The T-1000 had like he had the long little arms with the little crowbar hooks at the end.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I see somebody like that walking down the street, I won't hit them. Everybody else, which is normal humans,
Fair game.
they're fucked. So yeah, let's go to the next one here. Ha! Death from the ankles down, Biatch. Yeah. So yeah, we have a couple little dogs there that will chew you from the ankles down, which
those are some well-behaved little dogs.
well, they kind. I don't know. That one looks like he's ready to eat you. What? He's licking his nose. He's like, nom 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 nom. I don't know.
Well, it's like, I don't know how that gate's holding them in. They can fit through those bars.
Well, that's a good point. That is definitely a good point. Next one. Aha!
Whoa!
Metro.
Hi.
Billy Elsh. It's okay to be sexy and stylish. Well, let me know when you decide to do that. Because
is that supposed to be one or the other? Which one is that supposed to be? Exactly.
I'm not sure, but the picture is not doing that for that person, so I knew. Oh boy.
Wow. What the fuck? Who? This is the picture of someone who has no friends. Because if this person had a friend, they'd be like, the fuck are you doing?
The fuck are you doing?
The fuck are you doing?
Why would you do that? The fuck are you doing? Anyway, last picture. Oh yes.
Wow.
Yeah, this is this is an accessory for Twitter. That's what this is.
Yeah.
It's an accessory for Twitter. People who always are crying and always need to wipe their eyeballs because they're just always pissed off. They're always outraged. They're always in the
Boo! Hoo!
Boo! Yow!
Meow.
Meow! Meow! Well, guys, that is the end of WTF Theater 4. Now, we're going to take a little bit of break, and we're going to come back to you, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Aussie Minute with Tyro Thunder Drone. Today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people will know mainly as a joke, the Emu War. Now, some of you might be wondering why the Australian government went to war with a bunch of flightless birds that max out at 6 feet tall, 120 pounds, and can run about 40 miles per hour. This is because back in 1932, when this actually happened, emus were one of the reasons that Western Australian crops of wheat, grain, and other types were failing badly. See, Australian farmers had fences that kept out rabbits and dingoes and small things, but these birds are large and they just went right through them. So the farmers ended up going to, of all people, the Minister for Defence, George Pearce. And Pearce went to the government saying, "This will totally work and we'll make the farmers pay for it who want to have us involved." The farmers seemed to like the idea, and thus the military went out for the first round. The only problem is that when they're being shot at by loud banging noises, emus don't stand still. Even if they're clumped up in a mob, which is the actual term for a group of emus, they will fucking scatter. And thus, only a few emus were killed, and something else was found out. They can take bullets like fucking tanks. Thus, the tactics were changed. The Australian army decided to sneak up on another mob of emus, spring up with guns loaded, and click. All their guns failed after just a couple of shots, meaning the rest of them got away. But that was just round 2. We still have 1 round in the chamber, people, and that was when the ute was involved. They plopped a man with a machine gun in the back of the ute and said, okay, I'll drive, you shoot. The only problem is the outback is bumpier than a pothole-covered road, so accuracy is optional, or rather, non-existent. And by the time this had all happened, the Australian newspapers had found this out and laughed at the military, thus calling the whole operation off. But the farmers still wanted one more go, so round 4 was brought in. And this time the military did go, and they put their heads together, and they managed to kill a lot of emus, 1,000! Out of a population of 20,000! Leaving 19,000 free to roam. Top notch, people, top notch. So once again, if you do see an Australian out there in the wild and mention the Emu War and they roll their eyes back, you know why. If they don't roll their eyes back and act confused, tell them this. But that has been my Aussie Minute talk about the Great War of 1932 and those damn emus. Little side note, they're not a protected species against eating. You can eat emu meat and it actually is quite good. But until then, I'll catch you later. And if you have any topics to suggest for Aussie Minute talks in the future, please send them to dear2letters@hotmail.com. I'll catch you later, buggers.
Hey guys, back from the break. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed seeing your pictures in there. And I know from the we read the comments, and some of you guys are, hey, let's show my picture. Yeah, we're gonna show your pictures because we like them. And if you want to send in pictures to the show, send them dear2letters@hotmail.com, and we will put them on the show. In fact, we'll put them first, so everybody can see what you've been looking at, what you've been doing. We did not give any kind of assignment last week.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. But we should we should try it this time. Like, what should we do? It's still summer.
But we're coming at the end of summer though. Summer's coming. Summer's starting to roll down.
I got an idea. Because people are often out with their pets. So send us in a picture of your pet, whether it's a cat or a dog or a snake. Hi, Noodle! Hey, the Noodle says hello. It doesn't matter what it is. Hamster, fine. Send in a picture of your pet, and we'll put it on the show. And
I like pets.
You like pets? Let's do pets.
I do.
Yeah, let's do that. For now, though, we're going to get into the holidays so you guys can know what's going to come up next week.
What are your holidays? Teen Twine.
All right. On Monday, we have National Hot Dog Day.
Yes.
National Hot Dog. Who's going to complain? You going to complain?
Hell no.
Who's going to complain? You going to complain? You better not complain about Hot Dog Day. Nobody complained about Hot Dog Day.
The first person who complains about Hot Dog Day, I will personally shove hot dogs up their ass.
Well, you're a horse, so wow.
Yes.
You got a hot dog that, never mind. On Tuesday
Neigh,
is
bitch.
Neigh.
Yeah!
Oh no! You did not! Neigh. Oh God. Why? Why? Why did you kill me here? Why here? Why? Oh my God. Okay, oh my God. Okay. Holy shit.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's Tuesday, oh God, no. Tuesday is National Banana Lovers Day. Don't you dare say, don't you dare say Neigh, bitch. Don't you dare. Oh my God. Oh.
Is this the week of long cylindrical objects?
Apparently it is. I don't know. Oh my God. Wednesday, for all you guys who like cherries, we have National Cherry Turnover Day. I don't know if you like cherry turnovers are good. Been a long time since I had one. Thursday, Chop Suey Day. Have you ever had chop suey?
The song?
No, the food.
Oh. I didn't know it was a food. I thought it was just a song.
No, it's a food. It's totally a food, and it's a very good food.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I've never had it. I never heard of it, let alone had it.
Oh yeah, you should give it a try. It's really good stuff.
Oh.
Friday is National Beach Day. So if you're near a beach, and I don't care if it's like the ocean or a lake or whatever, go to a beach. Go to a beach, sit down, get the little umbrella out and put it over your little thing and drink an umbrella drink
they get the blanket underneath it and you lay down and you look at the lady next to you and go, "Hey."
No, God's sakes. Oh, no. That may have to become your thing, my dude. God's sakes. That's your intro from now on. Here's Featherhoof. Neigh, bitch. Oh my God. Saturday is National Trail Mix Day.
Oh.
Now I don't know if you like trail mix. The one thing I don't like about trail mix is the bananas. Because I don't know why, but when they dry it, it takes all the flavor out of it, and it's like nothing. It's like chewing on cardboard. But everything else about trail mix, I think, is pretty good. So I'm good.
I think though the problem with trail mix is that you can't really eat any one thing from trail mix.
No.
You can't just go, "Ooh, I'll pick this one thing," and nom. You gotta like just take a hand and just
Yeah,
they just put it all in your face.
Put it all in your face and see what combination you get.
Yeah.
Sunday is American Chess Day. For all you chess fans out there, sit down and have a game of chess. I will probably do the same with some of my friends, just because I like chess. Am I any good at it? Hell no, but I like it.
You take knights at B4 to take out bishop in Q7.
Yeah.
And then you say, "Neigh, bitch."
Neigh, bitch. Well, for now, we are going to get on into the Dear 2 letters. We have a lot of them today, so let's go.
It's Dear 2 letters.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Hello, 2 and Hoofy. I'm loving that 2 Cents is back up and running, and it's been giving me something interesting, relaxing, and funny to listen to while I'm working. As for the show, would it be possible to get Kage on as a guest speaker for a week? Kind of miss the trifecta of awesomeness for the show. I'm sure many of your fans miss you and him performing together just as much as I do. This is from Nero Strat. Well, here's the thing. Kage has, I mean, he and I have kind of moved on as far as our entertainment goes. And in fact, he used to do a segment on 2 Cents all the time called News from the Future, which
love that.
It was great. However, it was temporary, and he went on to do his things, and I went on to do my things, and so we've kind of sort of, you know, he's got his life, I've got my life, and we're sort of doing different things at this point. So yeah. I don't know if it's likely that he would actually come on to the show to do a guest thing or not. I can always ask him. I may ask and see if he'll come on. That'd be nice if he did. But we'll see about that.
Or we can get, or you as an audience can just consistently badger him until he shows up.
Yeah, that's another thing you could do. Yeah, you could badger him, and then I won't have to. So, next letter, Dear 2, how are you and Noodle, like physically? Your mental state is an air of constant flux, as is your right. However, how are you doing physically? Last I heard, you fell down the stairs, broke your everythings, then Noodle molted her exterior crispy flavor layer.
These descriptions, I love it.
And then he says, do you walk funny now or what? And this is from Zombie. Okay. Noodle's fine. Noodle sheds like probably once every month and a half or so, and that just happens. I did fall down the stairs, and I was not fine afterwards. I broke 2 ribs, I broke a collarbone, I tore a muscle in my side, and I had some other problems as well. Yeah, it was bad. It was just it was horrific. Just getting out of bed, just sitting up out of bed, was horrible. And so that was pretty bad. However, I have since recovered from that. And the funny thing is that all my injuries, this is the weird thing. All my injuries, I had broken ribs, I had a broken collarbone, I had broken this, ripped and torn that. And I'm like, okay, well, what can you do for it? And they were like, nothing. There was nothing they could do for anything. There's really nothing they could do for broken ribs. There's nothing they can do for a broken collarbone. So they just went, go home. And I'm like, and then what? And they're like, lay down and hope to die. And I'm like, all right, okay, whatever. So I did get over it. I'm much better now. Everything's fine. And no, I don't walk funny. So, but thank you for the question. Dear 2, will you ever create more lucid sonic delusions? While I was truly appreciative of your more conventional work and value as a beacon against the increasingly politicized world of Jingo in which we live. Wow.
Jingo.
Wait. While I truly appreciate your more conventional work and value it as a beacon against the increasingly politicized world of Jingo in which we live. That's really well written. Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel LSD is some of your most immersive, high-quality work, and I would love to hear more. This is from Rune. Now, believe it or not, Rune, I think I only made 2.
I don't believe it.
I think I only made... I only made 2 LSDs. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I wrote about 12 of them.
Oh.
And I still have them, but I have not recorded them. So they're still there. And all I really need to do is record them, and I really should do that. I really should put some thought into that and record more lucid sonic delusions, because there was a whole story there that was going to take place. And with the 2 episodes I put out, it's not really easy to see the story. So, yeah, I really should do that. I really should finish that up. Thoughts?
I got none, to be perfectly honest, on this one, because I'm sorry, my sincerest apologies, but I've listened to everything you've done. Every fucking thing. Even the weird little one-offs like, Gryphon and the Weasel and Furfinity News and all these other weird things you've done. But the only thing I've never actually listened to yours was the stuff on the music section of the page.
Was that the Lucid Sonic? Well, that wasn't on the... I'll tell you what. I'll show you after we're done. I'll show you. Maybe you'll get a kick out of it. I don't know. You might. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. So, next letter. Dear 2, to answer your question on the cat, and I believe this is the cat from last week, the one that was twisted around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that cat. I believe it's a Savannah cat, which actually acts more like a dog, can be leash trained and will play fetch, but they're $5,000 and need exotic pet permit. Wow. I've been following you off and on since 2012 or earlier. Glad you got over your drinking issue. Thank you. It was not that was not easy at all. Followed that vlog daily, and I'm so glad you beat the odds. Would love it if you made a stand-up half-hour special for us to watch. It's a little okay. Making a comedy show in front of a camera, it doesn't really work. You don't have the audience participation. You don't have the energy from the audience. And you need that. You really, really need that when you're doing a live comedy show.
I have a bunch of comedy albums, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever heard a single one that wasn't in front of an audience. Like, it's always like...
Well, you've got to know where your audience is going, what they're thinking, what they're doing, and the audience is the thing that gives you energy toward what you're doing, and so that really helps. It's just to stand up and recite a comedy show in front of a camera that just doesn't work. And for now, I can say that, I mean, I am going around to comedy clubs and I'm doing comedy on, generally a regular basis, but I'm kind of staying away from furry conventions for the time, for now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens in the future, but for now, yeah.
Possibly for your own safety at this point.
I've been thinking about that a lot, yeah, because there are a lot of violent people running around out there. Anyway, next letter. Dear 2, I've been such a happy dragon since 2 Cents came back. I like happy dragons, don't you?
Me too.
I really do.
I mean, better than the burninating type.
That's right. The burnination types, that I don't want to be burninated. I can't wait.
I don't want to be burninated.
No. I can't wait to hear the next batch of insanity you brew up for us with each new show. One question for Featherhoof. I'm not familiar with you outside the show, so does your name refer to being a Pegasus? Or is the floof around some horse's hooves sometimes called feathering? Something else altogether? Curiously yours, from Tasante.
It is because my persona is that of a Pegasus.
You are a Pegasi.
I am the Pegasus. I used to go by another name. You can still find my old DeviantArt page under this name. It used to be Umakami.
Yeah.
And at some point in my life, I just realized how weeaboo that sounded. I was just like, I need to change that. That needs to go away.
and now his name is Neigh. That's his name now.
Neigh? What?
Yeah.
Oh.
like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, that thing that you did. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Man, I say Neigh.
Biatch. Dear 2 and Featherhoof, I want to say I very much enjoy the 2 Cent Show, and to keep up the good work. I tend to listen to it at work, and it keeps a smile on my face. That being said, have you thought of having a P.O. box for people to send physical mail. I've thought of sending you some of the merch we have here at the dealership I work at. Keep up the good work, both of you. Sincerely, Private Honda. I have thought. I really want to get a P.O. box. I really do. But the problem is they're so damned expensive now.
Really?
Yeah, well, okay.
I have one. They're not expensive.
How expensive are they for you?
$30 every 6 months.
See, there you go. There you go. You're out in the middle of nowhere. That's why. For me, it's $120. It's $120 a year.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, $120 a year for a post office. And so I was like, I want one, but damn it, that's expensive. So I keep kind of averting going to, getting one, but I really need to do it soon, and I will. I promise you I will do it. And then you guys can send mail to the show, and we will show them. We will show pictures of them what you send to us. And
yes.
Hopefully it's not an A bitch, but what we're gonna find out. Anyway, dear two, mini breeze to your face. Thank you so much. Bree. Thank you for bringing the show back. Started watching when you lived in California, and I'm just a huge all-around fan. Having the show around again is just one more highlight to my week. Props to Featherhoof for keeping up the tradition of great co-hosts. Please note that this letter was definitely not wiped in a circle's ass. Well, I'm glad for that. More breeze to your beak. This is from Fowlin Black Wolf. So there we go. We're very glad. Let me tell you, bringing this show back it's been amazing to me, because there have been so many times that I've wanted to be doing the show when certain news breaks out, and I wasn't doing the show, and I'm like, well, what can I can't, but, and so now that the show is back, now certain news breaks out, and I'm like, oh goody, good for me, Neigh bitch, I can do this, I can handle this, and me and Hoofy go off on it. What do you think?
And then on my end of things, as a former, viewer, or I guess listener, I always, those years, I was just like, damn it, I wish Susan was here after hearing that.
Yep.
It'd be amazing to hear what he'd have to say. I'd love to hear him just go be like, Neigh, bitch.
Neigh, bitch.
And just bring it around. And just let me know what he thinks about that. I love the way he says shit. Maybe I don't always agree with it, but I love the way he says it.
Well, we have one last letter, and I know we're over time, but hey, we're gonna go. Dear Two and Featherhoof, have both of you consider taking 2 cents into virtual reality? You could have a VR studio built for your 2 cent show. You could give that robotic announcer voice a body and more than just your headshot for your video. I hope you have a call about with your birthday too. If somebody could help us make that happen, that'd be great. We're both gonna need VR gear, because we don't really have it right now. So that's gonna be a kind of an expense, but I don't know.
I'm working on it though.
Maybe in the future. Oh, I'm working on it as well.
I just finished my last project for the studio, and that VR is the next on the list.
Yep. I'm getting into the VR thing. I'm gonna it's gonna be amazing.
That new one, the Vive replacement, I can't remember what it's called now. The Index. I'm really looking at that Index.
Yeah.
That looks real slick.
Looking real nice. There's a lot of good VR coming out. I'm hoping to actually personally go into it, and I've got a room just the perfect size for it. So yeah, it'd be great. But
I think my room would work.
I think it would too.
If not, if I get it and I get all set up and it don't work, I'd be like, Neigh, bitch.
Neigh, bow. Anyway, guys, we got to take off for now. We're going to take a short break. We're going to be right back with more 2 cents. However, before that happens, you guys need to go to my Patreon and sign up to be one of my producers. And for just $5 a month, what can you do for $5 a month? What can you do?
Buy a couple of ice cream sandwiches.
You could buy a couple of ice cream sandwiches for $5 a month. You get the full version of the show with, exclusive content, and you get an MP3 download of every show that we do. And you also get a lot of other things that just the Patreons get. So
that sounds better than ice cream sandwiches.
I think it does. I think it totally does. So
holy shit.
Head on over to patreon.com/rantinggryphon and start your membership now, and it helps the channel, helps us do what we do. So for everyone else, that is our show for this week, and thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week on the 2 Cent Show, where Neigh, bitch.
Neigh, bitch.
So I have noticed that some flavors in the world, and you, like me, you're with me on this, that
yes,
mint chocolate chip is the best ice cream in the world. It's the best ever.
I mean, anyone who says otherwise is stupid. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's not like there's not other good ice cream. There is, but mint chocolate chip is the best. But it's one of those flavors.
It is the king of ice cream landia.
It's one of those flavors that you can eat it, and then the next day, you're gonna be burping mint. You're just gonna be burping mint everywhere. People are like, why mint? It's like, well, I had that 5 days ago. I don't know why that happens, but some flavors, they just stay for some reason. I don't get it. Even if you brush your teeth and do everything you can, it still happens.
Well, Cindy and I were just at the drive-in theater today, the drive-in movie theater. And we got some little desserts. She got some funnel fries, and I got a mint chocolate chip ice cream. We're waiting for her funnel fries to cook or whatever. I was just like, bite? Would you like? And she takes one little bite, one bite, one. That's it. 2 movies later, we're getting, movie finishes, and she's getting up, and we're sitting our seats back up and getting ready to drive away. And she goes, what the fuck? It's like, what? It's like, even though I just drank some tea and ate a bunch of funnel fries and had this and that and the other, I just burped up mint chocolate chip. What the fuck? Yep.
The same thing happens with bacon bits. There's several things that you can just eat that it doesn't matter when you eat it. You can eat it before, after, whenever. You're gonna burp that same flavor for a couple of days, no matter what you do. And I don't know. I don't get that. That's weird.
Now, I don't know if this is universal to everybody, but there is one food that does that to me. Turkey.
Really?
Like cold cut turkey. Like you get at a deli. I don't know why, but if I had myself a turkey sandwich, like a cold cut turkey sandwich, I'll burp up the taste of cold cut turkey for hours.
Wow. It's just the way the human body works is weird. It's just strange, and I don't think we understand all of it. I mean, I think we know who has the larger penis around here. Neigh. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you what. That's gonna be fun. Hey, hi patrons, how are you doing? This part of the show is just for you, as always. And we're gonna go into this, and we're going to look into some of this week's history and some dumb laws, and we're gonna have a few more things to talk about. So let's go on into it. Let's go into history.
And now we examine the history.
All right. So this next week coming up in 2003. Okay, not too long ago.
No.
Mars approaches the closest to the Earth. Okay. Since 617 BC.
Jesus.
Yeah. So a long time. A very long time.
That's a long time not to visit. Thanks, Mars.
I know. It's Mars and Earth we're kind of twins, but it's Mars is like, hey man, how's it going? Every now and then, apparently every 60,000 years, it's like, hey man, how's it? But hey, that's the way it goes. In 1997, you were alive then, right?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Princess Diana of Wales died in a car crash. Yes.
No.
That happened next week as well. In 1978, I was alive then. The first German goes into space. So,
and then there has from that day forward, there has been beer in space.
Have you seen? Well, what's the name of that damn film? What is the name of the film where there are Nazis on the other side of the moon?
What? I never heard of this.
You got to see it. It's the dumbest, craziest, stupidest thing. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it is. It's the U.S. finds out that on the other side of the moon, Nazis have implanted this camp, and they're still being Nazis, and they're gonna go after the Earth. It is so funny. It is the funniest shit ever. I'll show you.
Is it like one of those like those old B movies, like black and white B movies?
No, actually, it's got a really good budget. It's really nice.
Huh.
It's just, you gotta see it. It's totally funny. It's totally amazing.
We're Nazis on the moon.
Exactly.
We're Nazis on the moon.
They actually have songs like that they sing. So
God, no.
Guys, in the comments, guys, tell me what that movie is. I can't think of the name of it right now. But in 1963, Martin Luther King makes his "I Have a Dream" speech. There we go.
Speech. I liked it.
I did too. Actually. Now, in 1949, the Soviet Union tests its first atomic bomb.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, ruh-roh. Yeah, we didn't want that, but it happened.
Yeah.
So anyway, get this. Earlier than this,
all right,
1937, Toyota Motor Corporation is formed.
Really?
In 1937.
37? I always kind of thought that we were older than that.
No, not Toyota. Japanese car company?
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And by the way, just for you, I guess, environmentalists out there, in 1914, next week, the passenger pigeons became extinct.
No.
Yes, they're gone. They're no more of them. So,
I didn't know they were gone.
Yep, they're done. They're out of there.
I'd never seen one, but I never thought that they were actually gone.
Well, you haven't seen one because they stopped existing in 1914. So there you go. But that is next week in history, and
can I make an addendum?
Oh, please.
I found out today, the day we were recording, this Sunday, August 25th, is the 80th anniversary of one of the best movies of all time, The Wizard of Oz. I mean, holy hot damn.
I didn't know that. That was one that you...
1939, that movie released.
My mother talked to me about that, and she said she went and saw it at the theater when it first came on, right? It was first out there, and she was talking about, all the movies were black and white. They were all black and white, everything like that. And then suddenly, Dorothy opened the door after getting to Oz, and everything was color, and everybody in the audience lost their goddamned mind.
I would love to build. I want to build a time machine to go back to that moment.
They lost their damned mind. They're like, what the fuck? And I'm actually very thankful because, having been born in the 70s, I grew up without a lot of the modern technology that we have now. And I was able to see it come to form. I was able to actually see this stuff be invented. And in the 80s, it was amazing because every week there was a new gadget, there was a new thing, there was a new something that never had been done before. And it was so awesome to grow up in the time that I did. I can't be unthankful for it. I'm glad that I was born and had to experience life before internet and then got internet.
Yeah. Yep. I got a little late to the party, being born in the 80s, but 82. But I still got to watch. It was a little interesting on my end because I've never lived in a world without continual progress.
Yeah.
Like, from the moment I was born, there's just this technological boom constantly, and just something new all the fucking time.
Well, I think that's awesome. That's just an awesome. I think right now we're having a slow period. it seems to me that we're having as far as technological things go and as far as other things go, we're kind of having a slow sort of period. But hang on, just hang on, because something will happen and it'll take off again. It always does, and it always will. So just...
Well, I don't know. I think it's less consumer products are coming out, but they're constantly, just absolutely all the time, having advancements.
Well, kinda.
They're just not making products for us to buy constantly.
Well, maybe. Either way, let's go on to our dumb laws.
Pay attention to the dumbness of our laws.
All right, guys, so today we've got Iowa. We're gonna go...
Boy.
Iowa. We're gonna go through Iowa, and first, it is illegal for mustache men to kiss women in public. Okay.
Wait, did we have that?
What is this? What is this with people with mustaches not being able to kiss women? What?
I think
what is going on with this?
I think we had some lady lawmakers who really did not like the feeling of mustaches when they kissed men.
I don't think. I think these laws were made back before there were lady law makers, because that's got to be an old law. It's got to be really old.
I don't know, because it doesn't make any damn sense.
You can't kiss a woman if you got a boner. You can't do it. You got a boner, you can't kiss a woman. You got some yay bitch going on, you can't do it. Can't.
Well, if I got a boner, I'm past the kissing phase and we're moving on to something else anyway.
Moving on to the slapping phase.
Neigh.
Neigh bitch. Number 2. Okay. It is illegal for a kiss to last. Oh God. It's illegal for a kiss to last longer than 5 minutes. What? What exactly?
Well,
what are you kissing? Because there are some things you could kiss that it don't take 5 minutes to actually wind up being very, very happy about that. My personal.
So in other words, Big Red is illegal there.
I guess so.
Kiss a little longer, stay close a little longer.
No, we can't do that.
Do
we
you
can't
remember
do that. Yeah, I remember those. Big Red.
Okay, all right.
Big Red gum. Cinnamon gum was good. Number 3, it's illegal to sell drugs without a drug tax stamp.
What?
Now,
where? On their forehead? What?
I'm pretty sure that they're talking about drugs as in pharmacy drugs.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, well, okay. So the first one doesn't seem weird. The second one isn't terribly weird. The third one isn't really terribly weird. It wouldn't be weird if Iowa came up with like nothing weird.
Well, not really, because when people say, and now we're going to the state of Iowa, I have to go, oh, that's right, there is a state called Iowa. Because I forget it's there.
Well, so far
for anything.
So far, nothing really weird here. Okay, number 4. According to Iowa law, one-armed piano players must perform for free. Okay, it got weird.
Oh!
Okay, it got weird. Just suddenly it got fucking weird.
That's just cool. What if it's a really cool? What if it's still like jamming out, really awesome, and doing a really cool bit?
I have no idea. No idea. Let's see. Go ahead.
Wasn't that one drummer who lost his arm? I think for Def Leppard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what if he that dude played piano and it was really badass with a custom piano? I mean, come on.
I'm not sure. Number 5. Let's see. It's a crime to use a dead person's handicap parking sign or license plate. Okay.
Goddamn law.
Wait. Isn't that a crime everywhere? I mean, isn't it a crime if a person dies to take off their license plate and use it on your car? Isn't that a crime everywhere? I mean,
well, I think don't they mean like the little tag, the little thing that like the sticker you put on there, or like the little hangy bit you put on the rearview mirror? It
says a handicap parking sign or license plate. So, maybe so, yeah. But either way, that's illegal everywhere. You can't do that. That's illegal everywhere. Number 6, ministers can obtain a permit to carry their liquor across state lines. Oh, they have to, oh God. Ministers, if they want to carry alcohol across the state line, they have to have a permit.
Well, just
I guess that's
sanctify it and make it.
That's for the Catholics there. For all you out there who are Catholic, you probably understand that.
I do. Former.
Yeah. In Cedar Rapids, it's illegal to read a person's palms in the city limits.
Okay.
All right.
I like it.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
In Ottumwa. In Ottumwa, a man may not wink at any woman he does not know.
What? By law?
By law, apparently.
What? What? Why?
Probably because of some. If you wink at a woman, then that means you're going to definitely rape them. I have no idea what's going on with that. It just
fuck ever.
Yeah, whatever. In Marshalltown, horses are forbidden. Oh my God, what?
What are we forbidden to do? What are we forbidden?
I'm gonna read this exactly how it's written down, okay? In Marshalltown, horses are forbidden to eat fire hydrants.
Nay, bitch.
Oh my God.
I mean, if that's what we're calling them these days, I mean.
Hey, if you go to Iowa, you can't eat a fire hydrant. Sorry, even if you wanted to.
Thank God I don't swing that way. I mean,
well, there you go. And in Mount Vernon, one must obtain written permission from the city council before throwing bricks or stones onto a highway. Okay.
So you can legally get a permit to chuck stones and bricks onto a highway.
Apparently you can. You just have to go in there and make a good case, I guess.
What? I would love to hear the case someone would make for that. Like,
I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get it. But that guys is Iowa, and for now we're gonna go on to the horse sense.
Does the horse have sense today?
Well, how? Well, nay, bitches.
Neigh, Biatch.
No. Bill Neigh, the science bitch.
Bill Neigh. Yep.
Well, I got some horse sense for you today, because there is something that I noticed an exorbitant amount of this week that I have to inject some common sense into. I know I've done a common sense about driving before, but this one is a specific instance of something people do that makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. You ever be driving along and some fool gets up on your ass, right? And then he gets tired of you and he goes around you, even though you're doing perfectly the speed limit. You know, fuck you. And he gets in front of you and immediately begins to slow down because he doesn't make a turn.
Oh my God.
And then to turn. You could not wait half a second. You have to speed up, go around me, to then slow down so that you can turn. You're going to turn anyway. What did it matter? Why? I don't get this. Because it's like, I've had at least 3 near misses this week alone. Because people have this thing with wanting to get in front of you to then immediately slow down because that's their turn coming up. Why did you need to get in front of me to begin with to turn? Why didn't you just wait? Why? I mean, seriously, you're putting yourself at risk. You're putting the person around you at risk. You're putting everyone... For what? For what? You're saving 1.76 seconds Good for fucking you. Neigh, bitch. It's like, I don't get that mentality. I can't even wrap my head around. Then again, I don't understand this, like, people get all pissy when people are doing the speed limit. It's like, this fucking asshole in front of me is doing the speed limit and my turn is coming up. What a fucking inconsiderate asshole. I need to get around him. What the fuck ever. Let's use a little common sense when you're driving. Some horse sense, please. Because seriously, horse sense. Your actions on the road do not affect just you. Okay? They affect the person around you, people you may not even see right away. It just inject a little horse sense into your driving skills, please. And if you got to turn, just wait. Your turn's coming either way. You don't need to be in front of me to turn. And that's my horse sense for the week.
Neigh, Biatch. Biatch. Now, Bill. What?
I love that.
What?
Meow, Bill.
Now, Bill.
This is becoming a new language at this point.
That's okay with me. Hey, we're on with our patrons right now, so we can just talk. So, now, Bill. I honestly like the Neigh bitch. I really do like that. That's really cool. Oh man. Anyway. Now, Bill. I'm gonna go off and hey, let's do some love it or shove it. Guess what? I don't have any shove-its, but I'm going to probably find some shove-its from what you say.
You must love it or shove it.
So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let you go off with the love-its. Go ahead.
All right, first love it. I'm gonna do 2 for 1 on one of these, because like I said earlier, we came back from the drive-in today. You know what we saw? Saw 2 movies I'd never even heard of. Ready or Not and Good Boys.
I hadn't heard of them either.
Ready or Not they're both comedies. Ready or Not is a comedy horror about a woman who's playing a deadly game of hide and seek with her in-laws.
Oh, whoa.
And it's actually quite fucking hilarious.
Huh.
And Good Boys is like, have you ever seen Superbad or like Fanboys?
No. Well, I've seen Superbad.
Think Superbad, but with 6th graders.
Okay.
And it's pretty fucking hilarious. I enjoyed both those movies. I think they are the top of my love it this week.
Keep talking.
So, okay, it's like, I think the better of the two though was Ready or Not, because it plays off this woman who's like being chased around by this crazy ass family as this fucking joke the entire time.
Well, my first love it, and I know there's going to be a lot of people out there who disagree with this, and they're probably gonna shove it in my face, and I'm fine with that. However, PewDiePie.
Okay, what about it?
PewDiePie reached 100 million subscribers, and
nice.
And he got married.
Hey, congrats, Bo!
And he has this very beautiful, if you go to his channel right now, he has this very beautiful video of...
Really?
Yeah, of his marriage. It's really very well filmed, and he reached 100 million subscribers. And I know there's a lot of people out there don't like PewDiePie. However, I want to say that I think it's important that PewDiePie has this number, because he is the one person on YouTube that is a single person, a singular guy who actually made 100 million subscribers on YouTube. He's actually done this. He's actually done it himself. Nobody else helped him. No other corporations helped him. He did it on his own. And in this week, he got married and he made 100 million subscribers. So I have nothing but praise for this guy right now. awesome version. Awesome, amazing stuff going on right now. So
I'm just happy that he and Marcy have finally tied the knot.
Yeah,
though.
they did.
Those two are they are a cute ass couple. Let's just be honest about that.
They really are. And I wanted to go off on that just a little bit, and yeah. So there's that. Anyway, now your next one. What?
I don't know if you've ever heard of this series of. This collection came out recently on. It's called the Grandia HD Collection.
I hate it. I hate it already. I hate it.
It's a collection of two of the best JRPG. If you're a JRPG fan,
I hate it.
They Neigh, bitch. They were brought together, Grandia's 1 and 2, into one collection on the Nintendo Switch, and it's coming. I think it's on other things too. But that's not my love it. As much as that should be my love it, it's not. My love it is that since it came out, a little bit of a translation error was found. Because
no.
Before, it was only in English and Japanese. That was all it was in. But they actually went through and they localized it for Spanish, German, Italian, etc., etc., etc. Well, in the game, when you attack people, it will if you hit, it shows like the damage value you did. If you miss, it says miss really big. Well, in the German version, they translated miss as Fräulein.
Oh no.
The wrong kind of miss.
Wrong kind of miss. Definitely, yes.
So there's a bunch of people out there who are German trying to play this game that apparently they're trying to attack a bunch of unmarried women.
Wow. Okay. That doesn't really work, but interesting.
So it's just that fuck up is my love it because it just kind of cracks me up that just on their screens every time they try to attack an enemy, if they miss it, just Fräulein.
Fräulein. Oh God, that's terrible. Oh my God. Well, my next love is that the company that the dev company that made Layers of Fear and Observer are coming up with a video game on the 30th, which I will be playing on my channel, called Blair Witch. Now, I don't know if they're going to just take the name Blair Witch and make it stupid. I don't know if
Blair Witch already did that to itself with its 2 sequels.
Well, it did. Let's see if the video game actually, revives the damn thing. But either way, I'm gonna play it on my channel. I'm actually really enthused for it. I really want to see what it's gonna be. So
I was enthused for it when I heard about it, but the more I saw of it, the more iffy it got with me. I'm gonna wait on reviews and actual gameplay footage to.
Well, watch my series. You don't watch my videos anymore. I
don't watch anyone's videos.
Dude, I know, but you don't watch my. You know what? I watch your videos every day.
Well, fine.
Every single day, I watch your videos. Every single day, I do.
I wish I had the time, but I'll try. I will try.
What's your first shove it?
My first shove it. Remember last week I was talking about the Invader Zim movie?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, there's a Rocco one too. I gotta go see that. Rocco's Modern Life is my second favorite of all the Nicktoons stuff that was ever made.
Okay.
So I was really excited to see this special, and I did. Can't say I was too thrilled.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Sorry to hear that.
It wasn't that it was awful, but it had the most mixed message I've ever heard in my life.
Huh?
It was like, the message was adapt to change, but then it didn't change. But then it did, but then it didn't. And then I accept the change. No, I don't accept this change. But this change I accept, but not that one over there. It was like,
wow.
It was so confusing in his messaging, and on top of that, it was like a rehash of an episode that already exists.
Oh wow! Okay, no.
They got Ralph. They had to go find Ralph Bighead to help him make a cartoon with or revitalize that show Rocco loves so much, the Fatheads.
Yeah.
Well, they basically rehashed that storyline all over again, just in a longer format.
No, man. Well, my first shove it is, and I'm going to go back to the beginning of the program here, is the news that the Amazon forest is burning down when it always is burning at this time of year. I really am disappointed, very much so, in the news media lately, because they're not... I mean, we've known for a while that the news media is entertainment. It's an entertainment media. But they're getting so much into that lately that you just can't trust them. You can't trust anything they say. And that bothers me. That really bothers me.
That's the kind of thing that should bother anyone and everyone.
Well, this is why I go to independent media and places like NPR. Sometimes I go to the BBC. I go to places that are publicly funded because that's what, they actually report the news. NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, fuck all that. Fuck it. It's not real news reporting, and I'm having a problem with that lately. I really am. But anyway, your next shove it.
My final shove it for the week is Streamlabs.
Oh, I saw that problem you had.
Streamlabs had an update. Streamlabs OBS. For those who don't know what that is, that's a live streaming program. They used to have a thing called the dashboard that used to be used to, control your widgets, and it would have your analytics and all that kinds of, interesting information that one would want to know if you're a live streamer. They decided, no, it's too convenient to have it in the app. Nope. We're just going to remove it. And if you still want to use it, now you have to go to our website. Go to our website to play with it.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
And then... I'm like, okay, fine. Well, how do I mess with my widgets? Oh, you have to go to each widget individually and open up a properties window for each widget to mess with each widget. I'm like, are you kidding me? Okay, fine. I don't like that. But where's my performance metrics so I can see, my upload speeds and how many dropped frames and all this stuff, stuff that was at the bottom of the screen, always visible. They made it invisible. You have to scroll your mouse over top of this icon to make it appear.
Oh, Lord.
And or you can click it to make it pop out as a separate window, which of course, if you go messing with windows, get other windows on your screen, gets hidden behind those windows. And then you have to pull it back up again. And they're like, okay, maybe they made it invisible so it can have other things down there, right? They're like, okay, to make screen real estate, so it needs something more important. Do you know what they replaced the performance metrics with?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, God, not.
It's empty space.
No, you gotta say it like the Zim teacher.
Nothing.
Yep.
It's now empty, useless space.
Whoa.
That is important data that a live streamer needs at the moment, at any given time. Why would you hide that? So that's my last shove it for the week. Streamlabs is like, let's take a convenient app that puts everything in one place and separate it into multiple different things all over the goddamn place and make it more complicated.
Yeah, well, shit. Glad I'm not streaming yet. Now I can learn it like it is now instead of how it was before, and then adjust to how it is now.
Bastard.
We'll see.
Nay, bitch.
Either way, guys, you know what? That is our show for this week, and hope you enjoyed it. If you want to send in mails to us, please send them to Dear2 at Dear2letters@hotmail.com, and we'll try our best to answer them. And you know how we do things here. This is just the end of the show, so we're just gonna say goodbye to you guys, and we're gonna hope you show up next week. Hope you enjoyed the show this week, and say goodbye, Huffy.
Until then,
yeah.
nay, bitch.
Nay, bitch.